is a video about recipes that use spinach, that aren't cream spinach, but are cooked in the manner of cream spinach, but don't use heavy cream, because you probably don't have heavy cream. And this doesn't count. I came here for cream spinach.
Make buttered spinach. If you're not familiar with some of these spice mixtures, you can also make your own approximations at home.
You can use these two greens interchangeably
until everything tastes how you want it. Don't forget about the spinach crowns.
Hi, Micaela here, creator of kitchenlister, an online recipe finder to help you whip up dinner without keeping things like heavy cream around, or running to the store at the last minute to buy them.
There are a couple basic ways to cook spinach. Sauté it in a pan with a little water, boil it, or steam it. The cooking method really doesn't matter. The important thing is to make sure it's well drained. Really press on it to get all the liquid out.
Now at this point, if you're thinking, hey, I came here for cream spinach, would you just show me how to make it? Well, fine, then here it is.
Chop up the cooked spinach, reheat in the pan, add heavy cream, and cook a few minutes until it thickens. You can add minced garlic with the cream if you want. Finish the dish with salt, pepper, and freshly grated nutmeg. For the same silky texture of cream spinach, without the cream, make buttered spinach. Yes, it's what it sounds like. Just replace the cream with a little bit of butter. You could also simply toss the cooked spinach with olive oil and any kind of citrus or vinegar for a healthier option. Or for an Indian style variation, crack open that spice drawer and add cumin seeds, panchforam, curry powder, or garam masala, plus red pepper flakes or cayenne pepper for some heat. Make sure to add whole spices like panchforam at the beginning of cooking. Adding sautéed onions and cooking the whole thing in ghee would be more traditional. Or go for a Middle Eastern take and use baharat or ras el hanout.
Say what?
If you're not familiar with some of these spice mixtures, they're getting easier to find in stores, but you can also make your own approximations at home. And after cooking and seasoning your spinach, you can always top it with grated cheese and bake it for extra richness.
Now, knowing that I was getting spinach in my CSA box this week, I used the kitchenlister tool and already found some spinach recipes I wanted to try. I also went ahead and saved them, so that's the view we're looking at now, the saved recipes view. A few of the titles are grayed out because I no longer have everything I need to make them right now. You might have noticed this recipe, Swiss chard with raisins and almonds, and thought,
hey wait, I thought we were looking for spinach recipes. This isn't a mistake. The tool lists spinach and chard together because you can use these two greens interchangeably, as long as you give the chard stems a little more time to cook.
In fact, if I click on this label, you see a description for spinach, which not only includes chard, but also beet greens, amaranth greens, and tatsoi.
So now you know, when you have some of these more esoteric greens on hand, you can simply use them in your favorite spinach recipe. But going back to the Swiss chard recipe,
I cook the onion with the chard stems until they're softened. Add the smoked paprika, then the chopped chard leaves. Once the greens are wilted, stir in the raisins and water and let it all cook until everything tastes how you want it. Now, any of these recipes make great side dishes. To turn these into dinner, place the cooked greens on top of toasted bread and top with fresh tomatoes, sautéed mushrooms, or fresh goat cheese or Gruyere. Or toss the spinach mixture with cooked chickpeas or lentils. And finally, don't forget about the spinach crowns, which are a tasty treat.
the what?
Spinach crowns, the root end of the spinach. And another reason, besides cost, to pick up bunches rather than bagged spinach. Steam them and toss with sesame oil and soy sauce. Delicious. Today I've shared recipes inspired by cream spinach and shown you how the kitchenlister recipe finder can help you get comfortable using less common ingredients. Subscribe to my channel now to stay informed about future videos, and click the link below to go to my website where you'll have immediate access to my ingredient substitution tool. That's right, the kitchenlister switcher swapper is available at the link below. And don't forget, subscribe now. Do you think that's how you say it? No, it's the root end of the spinach. Oops, I'm not holding it. I cannot talk today. Kitchenlister recipe